Friends, Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com, your wicked chef. Today, quick, simple, look what we're doing. I've got some okra, or ochro as we know it down in the Caribbean. Some peppers, onion, garlic, and a little bit of curry powder. You know, it's a little curry okra that we're doing. Nice vegetarian dish, you're gonna love it. If this is your first time here watching me on YouTube, below I believe it is, you're gonna see that subscribe button. Click on it. All the latest videos are gonna be sent directly to you as soon as they get published. So I mean, I say you won't miss out on anything. So today, curry okra, nice fried dry. You're gonna love it. Let's get cooking. Okra is notorious for using a lot of oil when you're frying it. So I'm using a non-stick pan here. This is probably one of the only times you'll see me using one of those non-stick pans. And in goes a couple tablespoons of vegetable oil. My pan is on a medium-high heat. I'm just gonna move that around a little. And I'm gonna toss in one medium onion that I diced up finely, as well as 3 cloves of garlic that I just smashed down with the knife. They're still nice and big there. Give that a quick stir. And I can hear that lovely sizzle coming from it. So what I'm going to do now is turn on my heat to low to let that soften up, sweat, and release all that lovely garlic and onion flavor. After about 3-4 minutes, you can notice some of the edges on the onion and garlic is going to start going that sort of brown color. It's going to be nice and soft. There's a ton of flavor in here. So we're going to hit it now with some fresh ground black pepper, less than 1/4 teaspoon. And I've got here 1 tablespoon of curry powder. This is a curry powder made down in the Caribbean, mimicking a madras blend. So you're looking for a madras sort of curry powder. I'm just going to sprinkle that in there and give that a good toss in there. Remember, my heat is still on low because what I'm going to do here now is to toast this curry powder and really release the flavors. It's already smelling wicked in this kitchen, boy. It's now time to add some heat to this. Since I added the curry powder, it's been cooking for about 2.5 to 3 minutes. And I'm going to add some heat to this. And what I have here is 2 bird's eye chilies that I chopped up. The peppers, the seeds are already in there. That means there's going to be a lot of kick from the seeds. If you don't have bird's eye chili or bird pepper as we know it in the Caribbean, feel free to use 1/4 of a scotch bonnet pepper. But I mean to say, if you want to leave out this sort of kick, you can certainly do so. And what I also have, I've chopped up 1 pimento pepper. Down in the Caribbean, you may know it as pimento pepper or seasoning pepper. And I'm just going to toss that in there as well. Give it a quick stir. It's going to start going grainy on you. You're going to start getting that little kick and that little vibe from that pepper that we just added. So do have your kitchen window open or the fan above your stove on. And the last thing, well, the second to last thing that we're adding is the 1 pound of cut up okra. I'm going to show you guys how a simple tip I used on getting the slime. Notice there's no slime or anything on this okra. I'll share that tip with you in a second. In goes that okra, and all we're going to do now is toss it around in this lovely curry base that we created. Just going to turn up my heat to medium now because I want this to cook almost as quick as a stir fry. Here is a quick tip on getting that sort of slimy texture out of okra, especially for the format that we'll be using today. And all I did was I washed the okra while it was still in its whole state. I pat it dry with paper towels, make sure it's nice and dry, then I cut it up into the pieces that I'll be using. And all I did was placed it on a single layer on a tea towel here on a baking tray. And I let it air dry for a couple of hours. Typically it's done outside in the sunshine. The moisture will be dried away from the okra, leaving it nice and dry and not, notice, I'm squeezing it and everything, nothing slimy on my hands. So there you go, a tip on how to get the slime out of okra. It's been going now for about 5 minutes on that medium-high heat. You'll notice that I didn't put salt originally in here. It's almost done. The thing with adding salt is it adds a lot of moisture back to this and it may cause it to go slimy. So this is why we're gonna add the salt near the end. You'll notice also I never put a lid on the pot. A whole idea, avoid moisture getting into this. We want the edges nice and sort of toasted and crisp. And so in goes a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm just gonna give that a quick toss and let it cook for a couple more minutes. The beauty about using these non-stick pans is that it's so easy to manage. It's been about 7 minutes. This is exactly where I want it. Nice toasted edges, lovely flavor coming out of this. I'm just going to turn off my heat, and that is it. Under 7 minutes, we had a wonderful vegetarian dish using curry as well as okra. Smells good. There you go, guys. A vegetarian curry okra. You're gonna love it. Nice and spiced up with that garlic, the pepper, the curry powder. You just can't go wrong. This is an amazing dish. 1 pound of okra will be enough for about 3 or 4 people or so as a side dish. If you're greedy like me, couple people, you know. I love me some okra. All the ingredients I use here today will be down in the description of this video, so fret not. Or you can check out CaribbeanPot.com where all these recipes are posted. 2-3 recipes every week. Boy, oh boy, lots of cooking getting done. Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com. Such a pleasure to have you here in the kitchen with me. And do give this okra a try.